All right, joining us now with more reaction to tonight's opening monologue and the huge news we've had all week, former Deputy Assistant to the President and Fox News National Security Strategist Sebastian Gorka and Fox News contributor Herman Cain. You know, Dr. Gorka, think of what we had. A week ago today, we got the House Intel, the Nunes memo. Then we got the Senate memo on Monday. Then we got the unredacted version on Tuesday. Then we find out that the Uranium One informant testified before 3 committees in Washington. The great irony here is that we're learning that there was real Russian problems in the election. And that's Hillary paying for Russian lies that then gets used as a foundation for a FISA warrant. And that we knew 18 months in advance of bribery, extortion, money laundering, kickbacks by Putin operatives in America. And we still allowed him to get 20% of America's uranium. And the mainstream media is still stuck on Trump-Russia collusion with no evidence.
Right, Sean. So if you want to see chapter and verse, just go to Peter Schweizer's book or watch the free video online on YouTube. Clinton Cash documents all of this, whether it's Uranium One, whether it's Haiti, whether it's all the corruption that's connected to how this woman and her husband became multi-millionaires after being public servants all their life. So number one, it's all laid out there. But let's look at the recent charges and the recent things that we've learned from Devon and from Senator Grassley. The left loves to talk about Watergate. You know, the movies, constant references. What was Watergate? Allegedly the biggest political scandal in modern times in America, which was about the cover-up, just the cover-up, of one bungled burglary. What do we have in this case? Not one event and the cover-up. We have a systematic weaponization of federal government under Obama. This isn't just about FISA, about illegally spying on American citizens. It's the IRS. It's DOJ. It is again and again and again. And look at the trail of bodies already. What is it? Today we have the eighth person. The eighth person. Right?
Either demoted, fired, or retired,
or moved on. That's before we know the whole story, Sean. 8 already. This is perhaps the inflection point. I am waiting for those FBI agents, those analysts, those DOJ employees who have been suffering in silence, who have been afraid, but now there's a point where they see it's going to come out. So get in front of it now and tell us what you know.
Well, I know many of the rank and file are, and we've gone to great pains on this program to make sure our audience understands this is not rank and file FBI. This is not rank and file intelligence. This is not rank and file of the DOJ. This is the upper echelon, and we have a cast of characters abusing power. Herman, historically, I don't see a bigger abuse of power corruption scandal in our history as big as this one.
Neither have I. This is the absolute biggest. I commend you and your staff for continuing to report the facts and connect the dots. There is no question that some laws have been broken, but due process takes time. Somebody should go to jail, and all roads lead to the Clintons or somebody associated with the Clintons, but it's going to take due process and some time before all of the dots are connected. When there was a cover-up, as Dr. Gorka talked about, that's one thing. And when it was exposed, it was out there almost immediately. This isn't a cover-up. It started out, it was supposed to be about the Trump administration or candidate Trump and his people. Now we know it wasn't. It was the Democrats, the Clintons, and it was all about Hillary Clinton's campaign.
Isn't that the most ironic thing here? It's a great irony that it was, you know, look at the Graham Grassley memo. It's not only Russian. They talked about Russian government lies fed to Steele that then is used unverified by anybody to get a FISA warrant. I mean, and the Uranium One deal, same thing. They knew about Putin operatives in this country. Robert Mueller was the FBI director. We had a spy with him. We'll talk about it in the next segment.
Sure, but we need to understand the enormity of this. So number one, it's perversion of justice to illegally spy upon an innocent American, number one, which means it can happen to anybody watching this TV show. But at the same time, when is this illegal spying happening? During a presidential election. So what we're talking about is trying to pervert a presidential election by giving the FBI your tainted information to get that warrant. That's a high crime, Sean. That goes right to the essence of this republic's constitutional order.
Yeah. You know, Herman Cain, what I'm hoping for here is that we're able to get to the bottom of it. But if we get to the bottom of it, if this Inspector General report, which is coming out in a couple of weeks, is all that we expect it is, it all is going to go back to the fact that Hillary Clinton was protected, and where any other American would have gotten arrested, because we have a special category for the Clintons, and there was a massive rigging of the crime she committed. This, you know, people say, well, why are you talking about Clinton, Hannity? Because if we did the things she did with deleting subpoenaed emails and putting it in a mom and pop shop bathroom closet and using bleach bit and hammers, I think we would probably all be arrested.
Absolutely. We will get to the bottom of it, because the more and more we reveal what the facts are, eventually we will get to the bottom of it. It's not going to go away.
All right, guys, thank you both. We appreciate it. All right, when we come back, we had 3 congressional committees here from The Informant on the issue of Uranium One. Well, the person that broke that story, the author of Clinton Cash, Peter Schweitzer, has a full report next.